Hey everyone, I'm your mentor Shaurya Goswami. Welcome back to the Legal Vibe. I hope you all are doing absolutely great. As all of you know that today is 7th of August and your exam is on the 7th of December. So only, I guess, 4 months left, exactly 4 months left to CLAT. And the last 4 months are extremely crucial. So that is why this is the video which you can refer to know that what you have to do in the last 4 months and what is the absolute and foolproof strategy for the last 4 months. So this video is like for everyone and for everyone from that I mean if you have started preparing for CLAT right now, then this video is for you. And if you feel like you're somewhat prepared, then this video is for you. And if you feel like you're pretty well equipped, then also this video is for you. So, well, pretty evidently, this video is going to have three parts. First part is for the people who feel like they're pretty well prepared, so it's for you. And the second part is for the people who feel like they're somewhat prepared, so what should they do in the next 4 months. And the last and the third part is for the people who are still yet to start, or like who are starting to prepare from now, so what do they have to do in the last 4 months. You will see the timestamps for each of these on the screen, so you can just skip to that part and watch the section which applies to you. Also, before going to that, you all know that again the only 4 months are left, and at this point you really should focus 100% on your CLAT preparation journey. And if you have not joined a coaching yet and you are looking forward to join a coaching, then PW CLAT has got you covered. They have batches for 2026 as well as for 2027, and I feel like as much time is not left, you should join the batches. So the batches which are on screen, they have you can get the access to live and recorded lectures, experienced faculty with top-notch study material, mock tests and DPPs, PYQs, personal mentorship sessions, and everything you need to know and boost your CLAT prep. Okay, so with in addition to that, if you want to prepare for not only for CLAT but also for ALET and 7 other OLETs, then they have their pro batches. So you can look into CLAT Pro 2026 and CLAT Gen Pro 2027. In this batch, you're gonna get everything that was there in the regular batches. In addition to that, you're gonna get the access to all the upcoming batches, printed modules, and PYQ books, Khazana package, and much more. Also, if you feel like you are struggling between juggling school and CLAT prep, then PW CLAT has a weekend batch for you, so you can just go for that. Also, if you register for PWs any of the courses and you use our code LEGAL10 LEGAL 10, then you can get extra 1000% off. The price of all the courses are on the screen and all the links are in the description box. Go register for it, and yeah, let's go. So now let's come on to the video, and this is the first part of the video, that if you are very well prepared, then what should you do in the next 4 months? So if you're very well prepared, then in August specifically, you should focus on anything that is left. If you feel like there are in basics or there was anything that you skipped in the starting and you feel like I'll do it अगर मेरे पास last में time बचेगा, तो this is the time when you have to do it. Okay, and also the second thing that you have to do is you have to focus on any of your sections which you feel you are weak at. Like, if there is anything you are weak at, probably assumptions in CR, tones in RC, and maybe percentages and averages in your maths and QT. So if you feel like you're weak at any of this, make sure you practice a lot and get this done in the month of August. Okay. Second thing is the third thing what you should do is make sure you cover your GK backlog. If you feel like there is any backlog whatsoever, see, if you are well prepared, then you should be you should have covered current affairs and GK from January 2025 itself. So if you feel you are well prepared, then you should have covered it since then. If you have any kind of backlog, then you can obviously study and cover them up in the month of August. And also you have to give 1 mock a week. That would suffice for August. And then coming up to September, in September again you can take up things which like you can in September you can do more than what is required. If X is required and you feel like you are very well prepared, then you can probably do 1.5x. For example, if you are bad at philosophy passages, so maybe usually I would have asked you to read an article or two on philosophy, but if you feel like you're really bad at it and you have a lot of time and you've done most of the stuff, then you can actually pick up a book on philosophy and read it. So maybe you can go over the board, like you can do more than what is required out of a CLAT aspirant, so that you have time, and then that way you will keep no stone unturned in your preparation. Second thing is that you should complete your GK backlog by this month, by September. Make sure there is no backlog left for GK and you have covered everything. And the third thing is, again, if any area for improvement is left, make sure you practice a lot and complete that particular thing. Also, in the month of September, you can give 2 mocks a week and properly analyze them and work on the problems which are coming up, and make sure that you work on them before the next mock and you solve the next mock with keeping all of these things in mind. Okay, now coming on to October. What do you have to do in October? So for October, you have to in September you have completed your GK backlogs already. So in October you have to compile all the GK notes. Like whatever GK you have should be at one place. Like one topic is at one place and nowhere else. So make sure you do that, and this will help you in your revision one, which you are going to do in the month of October. So in the entire month of October, you are going to revise your entire GK, but for that you should have all of your notes compiled at one place. So once you're done with that, you do your first revision of GK. Also, for practicing, what you can do is you can give 3 mocks a week. So 3 mocks in a week, and then whatever problem is coming up after the mock, whatever problem you're realizing, you can practice on that and then give the next mock. So that is what you have to do in the month of October. Now let's come on November. So you can study obviously till November 30th, because then after 7 days you can take a break, you can chill pill. In month of November, a very abstract thing that you have to take care is make sure you fix your sleep schedule, because your sleep schedule should not give you any problem on the day of the exam. If you're waking up, if you're going to sleep at 4 a.m., that's gonna get problematic at the day of the exam. So make sure you fix that. Also, chill, relax, calm down. That is very important that you do, because your mental health is very important for CLAT, because your mental health affects your presence of mind, and if you have presence of mind, then you can ace greatly in CLAT. The other thing that you should do in November is your second revision. Do your second revision, and maybe if you have time, do your third revision as well. And if you want, you can give mocks every day or maybe 3 mocks a week, anything that works for you. But make sure if you're giving a mock, you're analyzing it and actually working upon the things that are coming up. If you're giving a mock and not doing anything, then there is no point for that. Okay. So, well, yeah, this is November, and for the last 7 days, I'll make another video for everyone. But again, take a chill pill, take it light, read the GK jo chal raha hai abhi tak. And yeah, that is it. That is all for the people who feel like you're well prepared. Now coming on to the next section of this video, that is for the people who feel like you are somewhat prepared for CLAT. So if you feel like you're somewhat prepared, then let's see what you have to do in the month of August. So in the month of August, make sure you've completed all the basics. Like if there is any basic that is missing yet, make sure you've completed that particularly. And all of the basics, all of the concepts, anything should not be, say, in doubt for you. You should complete that by September. And in September, not in September, sorry, in August. And in August, you give 1 mock a week. That will suffice for you. Also, work on your GK backlogs. You should probably, if you're somewhat prepared, you should around have GK at least from March to August, or probably like March, November at the time of CLAT. So make sure you are covering your GK backlog. And with if you don't have a lot of basics to cover, then you can actually start working on your areas of improvement. So like do a lot of practice in August. Yeah, that is what you have to do in month of August. Also, guys, if you're looking for a mentorship program, and if you want a personalized mentorship program by me, then you can contact me on my Insta, which is shorya_0607, or you can text me on WhatsApp at 8057608480. There is an early bird discount going on, so you can look into that if you want a personalized mentorship. And then coming on to September. So in September, you have to work on mainly your areas of improvement. If there is anything, maybe ratios in QT or anything at all in any subject which was troubling you till now, and which you get incorrect probably all the time, this is the month you should work on that. Make sure you practice a lot on that particular thing, such that you are pretty well versed with that in this particular month, and you don't leave anything at the end of it. Because the thing is, why am I asking you to do it in the month of September? Because whatever you do in September, your results will start showing in the month of November. That is the time that it takes for your results to reflect in your CLAT preparation. So you should complete all of that by September. Plus, if also make sure you have completed your GK backlog. Like, you are not taking any GK backlog to the month of October. Make sure you have completed your GK backlog entirely in the month of September. Also, maybe try to compile your GK notes if possible. Otherwise, you can leave it for October. Also, in September, you can give 2 mocks a week, but make sure, provided that when you're giving 2 mocks a week, you are analyzing the mock properly and working on the mistakes. So September is for completing your GK backlog, giving 2 mocks, and practice a lot. And make sure you don't have any thing you have not worked on till now. In October, let's come to October. You should compile all of your notes. Make sure all of your notes are at one particular place. एक टॉपिक है, अगर रशिया यूक्रेन, तो एक ही जगह है और कहीं और नहीं है. मेक श्योर यू कंपाइल योर नोट्स, एंड probably you could do that around till around 10th of October. Compile all of the GK notes and nothing is left. After that, you can start your first revision for CLAT. I can make another video to tell you how to actually revise for CLAT properly, but that is again the topic for another video. But for now, you should know that you have to complete your first revision. Probably take them in then probably by 10th of November. So October is for compiling your GK notes and completing your first revision of GK if possible, and maybe you can set it up to November. Also, if you want, you can give around 3 mocks a week, 2 to 3 mocks a week. But again, if you're giving a mock, make sure you're analyzing and you're working on the problems that are coming up. If you just give a mock and don't analyze and don't work on problems, there is no point. Okay, and then the month of November, by 10th of November, you must have completed your first revision. So if anything is left, you can do it in after 10th of November. So you have like roughly around 20 days. You can take those 20 days and probably do second revision of GK, which is a very important thing to do. I mean, if you can revise GK twice, you are good to go. And if there is anything else left, then you have to do it in the month of November. And also make sure you fix a sleep schedule and everything. You take care of your mental health, because your presence of mind is very important at the exam, in those 2 hours of the exam. And in the end, for the last week, don't study a lot, like 1st to 7th December, maybe don't study a lot. Relax, thoda chill karna, and maybe study thoda bahut GK, thoda bahut practice karte rehna, and yeah, you're good to go. So for the people, this is the third section of the video. So for the people who have not started preparing yet and you are starting a preparation, then you have this complete 4 months guide for you. Also, if you are starting a preparation and you need a mentor, if you need personalized mentorship by me, then you can contact me at on Instagram at shorya_0607, shorya_0607, or you can text me on WhatsApp at 8057608480. Yeah, so coming back, in the month of August, as you have just started preparing, you make sure that you complete all of the basics, all of the concepts, and all of the theory, whatever it is, theory for CR, theory for maths, theory for RC, tones, and everything, whatever is there. Make sure you give your entire August to that. So you are giving 1 mock a week, and then in addition to that, you are covering the theory and basics part and conceptual part for CLAT. This is your August. Also make sure you are covering the GK जो अभी चल रहा है. At least अगर तुम backlog cover नहीं कर पा रहे हो, कोई बात नहीं. Try कि तुम August and July का GK at least cover कर पाओ August में. Okay, yeah, that is all you have to do. In September, what you have to do is that you have to give 1 mock a week. That would suffice, because your main focus is going to be practice for everything. Make sure you practice a lot, because in the first month in August you were just understanding stuff and maybe doing 1 or 2 assignment. But September is a practice month. It is the grilling month. Make sure you're practicing a lot, as much as you can, and give sectionals every day. And also try to cover your GK का backlog. So cover September का साथ, and August and July का तुमने already cover कर रखा होगा. And then try to cover up June and May as well, if possible. Do that. And please give only 1 mock and give sectionals instead. So that would suffice for you. In October, make sure you compile your entire GK. कुछ भी अगर बचा है, कोई भी बैकलॉग तुमने बचा, अगर तुमने मई से कवर कर लिया है, गुड इनफ फॉर यू, नो प्रॉब्लम. अगर तुमने मई से कवर कर लिया है तो मई टू अक्टूबर तुम्हारा कवर्ड हो जाना चाहिए, अक्टूबर के अंदर अंदर जीके. एंड मेक श्योर कंपाइल्ड नोट्स इनटू वन. ओके, एक जगह है तुम्हारे सारे के सारे नोट्स, कहीं और इधर उधर फैले हुए नहीं है. मेक श्योर यू हैव डन दैट. ऑल्सो यू कैन स्विच टू गिविंग 2 mocks a week and work on the problems which you are facing in the mock. Give a mock, analyze it, and work on those problems for like 3 days and give end the mock. Also, this particular month is mainly going to be for working on the areas of improvement. If there is any weak thing, like you've prepared for 2 months, you're done with basics, you're done with concepts, you've done a lot of practice. If there is anything which is left, make sure you do it in the month of October. Okay, and October ends. Now November. When November starts, make sure you do your GK का पहला revision. Take up your notes, start revising. Do it for GK. Probably take the entire November का महीना and अच्छे से revise करना, such that at the exam time you remember what you actually studied. Okay, and you can give around 2 mocks a week, which is sorted. Give 2 mocks a week and revise properly. Probably 3 mocks a week. Also, make sure that you cover anything which is left. अभी तक कुछ भी बचा है तो नवंबर में ऐसे बिल्कुल से ग्राइंड करो और खत्म कर दो. मे बी ट्राई टू फिक्स अ स्लीप शेड्यूल थोड़ा बहुत, बिकॉज एग्जाम के टाइम में वो काम आएगा. तो वेल, नवंबर इज डन. एंड देन दिसंबर के लास्ट वीक में तुम्हें क्या करना है, दिसंबर की फर्स्ट वीक में, बेसिकली 1st to 7th December, what you have to do is that make sure you're sleeping properly, you're taking proper sleep, and you're studying. थोड़ा थोड़ा जीके पढ़ते रहो, थोड़ी थोड़ी प्रैक्टिस करते रहो, 1-2 मॉक्स देते रहो, एंड थोड़ा सा काम रहना, शांत रहना, एंड प्रिपेयर फॉर द एग्जाम डे. That is all you have to do. So guys, in this particular video I discussed for like a strategy, 4-month strategy for all of you. And if there is anything else, if you feel like, you can drop in the comment section. Also, if you want a mentorship program, you can contact me. And that is it. Best of luck guys. Sayonara.